I dread looking at my credit score.
Andrea Bonifacio says her credit score is likely in the low 500s, considered by credit experts as very poor on a scale from 300 to 800.
I'm not wanting to even look until I get a job so that I'm able to pick up my credit score again.
But getting a job may be harder than Andrea thinks, as employers are now using credit reports to determine whether you would be a good hire.
If someone loses their job, they can't pay their bills. Their credit report shows negative items. And now that same credit report is going to keep them from finding a new job. It's like a downward catch-22 death spiral.
The National Consumer Law Center is supporting efforts to limit the use of credit reports in things like employment. It's something Ohio attempted several years ago unsuccessfully, and something the Ohio Chamber of Commerce would likely oppose in the future.
It doesn't mean just because somebody has bad credit, they will steal. But if somebody has not as much a need to get extra money or doesn't feel as desperate, they wouldn't even feel the temptation.
We are concerned about, credit scores being used for purposes that are, not related to making credit decisions.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is the government agency that oversees credit bureaus. While 8 states currently limit the use of credit reports for insurance rates, it would take an act of Congress to change the law nationally in order to limit uses for things like renting a home.
There's no evidence that it's predictive, and that's why it's so wrong to use credit scores for rental housing decisions. And there's a disparate impact, too. So we know that communities of color have lower credit scores as a group. And it's not because they're somehow less responsible. It has everything to do with the racial wealth gap.
Credit reports may even affect people's love life, as there have even been dating sites that use credit scores to determine whether you would be a good partner. Well, the National Consumer Law Center says bad credit does not determine how good of a person you are. A person's credit score is often affected by circumstances beyond their control.
You can always find our local 12 stories right here on YouTube. Don't forget to tap subscribe, and then you can get all the notifications.